Picture this. You're standing in your kitchen early in the morning. The sizzle begins. A golden strip of bacon curls slightly as it cooks, releasing its unmistakable aroma into the air. That moment, the scent, the sound, the taste is universal. Bacon is beloved around the world, but few stop to think about how it's actually made. Behind every strip of crispy bacon is a detailed multi-step process that starts on the farm and ends on your plate. Let's explore the full journey of how bacon is created, from the pork belly to the packaging, and what makes it so flavorful and iconic. Bacon starts with one specific cut, the pork belly. This is the fatty, richly marbled section of the pig, located beneath the loin. The pork belly's fat-to-meat ratio is essential for bacon's texture and flavor. Breeding and feeding. To produce high-quality pork belly, farmers use breeds like Duroc, Berkshire, or Yorkshire, known for excellent marbling and tender meat. Pigs are raised in clean, temperature-controlled barns or pasture-based systems. Their diet is carefully planned, usually a combination of corn, soybeans, and added nutrients to promote healthy growth. Animal welfare is also a growing concern. Many farms today follow strict ethical guidelines that ensure pigs have enough space, access to clean water, and proper veterinary care. After about 6 months, when the pigs reach approximately 250 pounds, they are humanely transported to a processing facility. At the facility, the pigs undergo health inspections, humane slaughtering following national regulations, butchering, where the pork belly is separated from the carcass. The pork belly is then trimmed to remove excess fat or connective tissue and standardized into consistent rectangular slabs. At this stage, the belly is raw and unseasoned, but already rich in flavor due to the natural fat content. Curing is the step that gives bacon its salty, sweet flavor and long shelf life. It dates back thousands of years when salt was used to preserve meat before refrigeration. Two main methods of curing. A wet curing, commercial method. The pork belly is injected with or soaked in brine, which includes salt for preservation and flavor. Sugar balances saltiness and enhances browning. Spices, such as black pepper, paprika, garlic. Water helps evenly distribute flavor. The belly rests for 12 to 72 hours, absorbing the cure. Dry curing, traditional method. The belly is hand-rubbed with dry salt, sugar, and spices. Stored in a cold environment for 7 to 21 days. Produces richer, deeper flavor, and is used for artisanal bacon, like pancetta, or British back bacon. Both methods draw moisture from the meat, concentrate the flavors, and prepare it for the next stage, smoking. Smoking is what gives bacon its signature aroma and color. It also acts as a natural preservative by reducing surface moisture and adding antimicrobial properties. Smoking types. A. Hot smoking. Common in most commercial facilities. Temperature 120 degrees Fahrenheit to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius to 71 degrees Celsius. Duration 4 to 6 hours. Result: fully cooked bacon, ready for slicing and packaging. B. Cold smoking used in European style or gourmet bacon temperature, below 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. Duration: several days to a week. Result: raw bacon with intense smoky flavor, must be cooked before eating woods used for smoking. Each wood adds a unique flavor: hickory, classic, strong, and smoky. Applewood, mild, slightly sweet. Maple, subtle sweetness. Cherrywood, fruity and aromatic. Mesquite, bold and robust. The choice of wood significantly impacts the final taste of the bacon. After smoking, the bacon slabs are cooled in chilled storage rooms to prevent bacterial growth, allow flavors to settle, firm up the meat for slicing. This resting period usually lasts several hours and is essential for texture development. Once cooled, the bacon moves to the slicing stage. Automated slicers cut the slabs into strips, thin sliced for crispiness, thick cut for extra chew and flavor. The slices are automatically arranged into packs. Packaging. Most bacon is vacuum sealed to preserve freshness and extend shelf life. Labels are applied with nutritional information. Ingredients. Expiry dates, cooking instructions. Some bacon may be pre-cooked or flavored with maple, pepper, or hickory seasoning before packaging. The sealed bacon packages are loaded onto refrigerated trucks and shipped to supermarkets, restaurants, cafes, and diners. The entire cold chain is maintained at safe temperatures to ensure product quality and food safety. After a long and careful journey, bacon finally arrives at your kitchen. Whether you fry it, bake it, microwave it, or even air fry it, that first bite represents months of animal care. Scientific precision flavor mastery. Every crispy strip tells a story, from ethical farming to culinary tradition. Bacon is more than just a food. It's a carefully crafted product of science, tradition, and flavor. From the farm to the factory, each step is executed with care to ensure that what ends up on your plate is safe, flavorful, and satisfying. So next time you enjoy a slice of bacon, remember, you're not just eating meat, you're experiencing a process perfected over generations. Have you ever looked at a spoonful of sugar and wondered, how does something so small and sweet come to be? It's in your coffee, your cereal, your favorite dessert. But behind its simplicity lies a complex, high-tech journey, stretching from vast sun-soaked fields to gleaming factory lines. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes to uncover how sugar is truly made, from sugarcane and sugar beets, all the way to those sparkling white crystals in your kitchen. Our journey begins in Brazil, where endless sugarcane fields reach toward the horizon. Every year, this country harvests hundreds of millions of tons of sugarcane. Each stalk contains up to 16% natural sugar, making it one of the most efficient crops on Earth. When the harvest season begins, specialized harvesters move in. These machines cut the stalks at the base, strip off the leaves, and chop them into small pieces, ready for transport. A single harvester can process up to 120 tons of sugarcane per hour. The chopped cane is quickly loaded into trucks and rushed to the processing factory. Why the hurry? Because sugarcane begins to lose sweetness almost immediately after cutting. Speed is essential to preserve its rich juice content. At the factory, the first step is to wash the sugarcane using high-pressure water jets. This removes soil, sand, and debris that might harm the machines or affect quality. Once clean, the stalks are fed into massive crushers. Heavy rollers press and squeeze the cane to extract as much juice as possible. But what happens to the leftover fiber called bagasse? It's far from waste. Bagasse is collected and used to produce eco-friendly materials like biodegradable plates, cups, and even paper. It's a smart use of every part of the plant, turning waste into sustainable products. Back to the juice. The raw liquid still contains small impurities. To purify it, lime is added. This reacts with the unwanted materials, causing them to settle out. The clearer juice is then passed through a series of evaporators where water is gradually removed using heat. What remains is a golden syrup. Next comes crystallization. Seed sugar crystals are added and sugar begins to form naturally within the syrup over time. The mixture is then spun in a high-speed centrifuge. This separates the sugar crystals from the remaining molasses. If some molasses is left, it becomes brown sugar. Remove it all and you get pure white sugar, up to 99.9% sucrose. Moist sugar crystals are dried with hot air to prevent clumping and extend shelf life. Then comes the refining stage, where the sugar is dissolved in water, filtered through sand and activated carbon, and centrifuged again. This final step gives it that pristine white color and clean taste. Once ready, the sugar is weighed, sealed into bags or industrial sacks, and labeled with traceability codes. Dozens of bags are packed every minute in sterile, high-speed packaging lines. The final product is now ready to reach stores, restaurants, and homes worldwide. But sugar doesn't only come from cane. In the United States, sugar beets account for over half of domestic sugar production. Grown mostly in states like Michigan and North Dakota, sugar beets are planted in spring, carefully irrigated, fertilized, and cared for over 7 to 8 months. At harvest time, advanced machines dig up the beets, clean them on the spot, and transfer them to trucks. Once at the factory, they're washed, sliced into thin strips, and soaked in warm water to extract the sugar-rich juice. The process from there mirrors sugarcane: purification with lime and carbon dioxide, evaporation, crystallization, centrifugation, and drying. The result is the same: pure, sweet, white sugar. From lush tropical fields to cold Midwestern soil, from stalks and roots to crystals and syrup, sugar's journey is one of innovation, sustainability, and precision. It's easy to take it for granted, but behind every spoonful lies a global effort that spans farms, factories, and countless hard-working hands. So next time you stir sugar into your tea or sprinkle it on dessert, remember, you're tasting the final chapter of an incredible transformation. Thanks for watching. For more behind-the-scenes looks at how the world's food is made, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Have you ever stared at a frozen pizza and thought, how did this perfect circle of crust, sauce, and toppings come to be? Today, we step inside one of the largest frozen pizza factories in the world to uncover how raw ingredients become the cheesy, golden pies that fill grocery freezers. From wheat fields to freezer aisles, this is the incredible journey of the modern frozen pizza. Pizza is more than a meal. It's a global comfort food. And frozen pizza, it's the ultimate convenience. But while tossing one into your oven is simple, the process to get it there is anything but. Behind each boxed pizza lies a highly orchestrated operation, advanced machinery, culinary science, and industrial precision. In this video, you'll see every step that turns basic ingredients into thousands of consistent, delicious pizzas every single hour. The story begins in the flour silos. Towering over the production floor, these stainless steel containers store finely milled, high-gluten wheat flour, chosen specifically for its elasticity and ability to form a chewy yet sturdy crust. The flour is automatically measured and released into mixing tanks, along with water, salt, sugar, and commercial yeast. Timing, temperature, and hydration are monitored by sensors to ensure the dough rises correctly. The mixers are massive, each capable of handling over 500 kilograms of dough per batch. The kneading arms mimic the human motion, but at industrial scale, rotating at controlled speeds to develop gluten and air pockets. Once the dough reaches the ideal stretchiness, It's rested in covered troughs for initial fermentation, about 20 to 30 minutes. After resting, the dough is conveyed to a laminator, which rolls it into wide, flat sheets. Industrial rollers flatten the dough to exact millimeter thickness, thicker for deep dish pizzas, thinner for Neapolitan-style crusts. At this stage, cameras scan for air bubbles or uneven edges. Next, a stamping system cuts the dough into rounds, thousands of uniform circles per hour. These discs pass under a docking roller, a spiked drum that gently punctures the surface to prevent puffing during baking. The perforated dough then travels toward the oven. Each crust enters a tunnel oven over 30 meters long, where temperatures reach 400 degrees Celsius. This par bake, or partial baking, sets the outer crust while keeping the inside tender. The timing is precise, usually 60 to 90 seconds, just enough to give the crust a golden hue and slight firmness so it can hold toppings without becoming soggy. Once baked, the crusts enter a chilling section. Cold air at 5 degrees Celsius rapidly reduces the temperature to stop further baking and stabilize the base for assembly. Next comes the sauce station. A large vat of tomato sauce, seasoned with garlic, onion, oregano, and basil, is kept at a controlled temperature to maintain consistency. Each crust moves beneath a rotating nozzle that spirals the sauce in a perfect pattern. The machine knows exactly how much to dispense, avoiding waste while ensuring flavor reaches the edges. Some factories offer multiple sauce bases: Alfredo for white pizzas, spicy arrabbiata for premium lines, or even barbecue for specialty varieties. Mozzarella, often low moisture, part skim, is the star of this step. Cheese is stored in temperature-controlled silos before being shredded into fine ribbons. Conveyor belts carry the cheese to vibrating dispensers that simulate a snowfall over the sauced crusts. Sensors ensure every pizza receives the correct weight, typically between 80 to 120 grams depending on size. For multi-cheese blends like cheddar mozzarella or provolone parmesan, dual hoppers distribute layers in programmed sequences. This is where pizzas get their personality. From classic pepperoni to deluxe veggie to Hawaiian ham and pineapple, the topping line is where culinary meets mechanical precision. Pepperoni is sliced in real time by circular blades, dropping onto pizzas in synchronized rhythm. Sausage crumbles, bell pepper strips, mushrooms, olives, all are dispensed via vibratory trays or robotic arms. Some delicate toppings like arugula or fresh tomato slices may be added manually by trained staff to avoid bruising or improper placement. High-speed cameras monitor topping distribution. If a pizza is missing pepperoni or unevenly loaded, it's automatically rejected and rerouted. Before freezing, each pizza passes multiple inspections. Optical scanners detect anomalies, uneven sauce, misaligned toppings, foreign particles. Temperature probes check crust surface temperature. Random pizzas are pulled and weighed to confirm they fall within legal tolerances. A single missing olive can trigger a rejection in some high-end lines. Human inspectors provide the final say, checking for aesthetic quality and balance. In premium brands, hand-finished touches like extra cheese or seasoning may be added here. From warm assembly to deep chill, the entire pizza enters a cryogenic tunnel, where air chilled to minus 32 degrees Celsius blasts the pie in just 3 to 5 minutes. This ultra-fast freezing locks in texture, flavor, and structure. The cheese doesn't melt, the crust doesn't crack. More importantly, microbial growth is stopped instantly. By the time the pizza exits the tunnel, it's solid as a rock, but looks as fresh as it did 5 minutes earlier. Frozen pizzas are slid into shrink wrap by robotic arms, then heat sealed. Some lines include a cardboard insert or tray for stability, especially for thin crust varieties. After wrapping, pizzas are boxed, labeled, and printed with expiration dates and barcodes. Boxes are stacked in crates and moved to cold storage. massive freezers kept at minus 20 degrees Celsius, until they're loaded onto refrigerated trucks for distribution. From flour to frozen, from tomato fields to your kitchen table, this is how the modern world brings pizza to the people. A dance of steel, fire, and flavor. Next time you bite into a frozen slice, take a second to appreciate the craft and care behind it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into food production, hit that subscribe button and explore more behind-the-scenes stories from the world of industrial kitchens.